Most young British Asians would not see golf as a popular sport or something they would play regularly in comparison to football. Leicestershire's Herschel Kambhatia has certainly proved this not to be the case. I spoke with his father Sanjay to find out more about the tournament and when he noticed his son's rare talent.
I think it was about 6 years old. I first gave him a gift when he was 3 years old, but obviously he was just playing around in the house. But when he was 6 years old, I bought him a proper golf kit, and from there on, slowly and gradually with his effort, he had definitely talent then. But in the last 15 to 18 months, he's really showing a lot more promise.
How far do you think your son can go in the tournament?
Well, he's got an equal chance with every other player. Obviously, the conditions are going to be slightly different to what we have in England. However, I truly believe that he could be in the top 5, and that would be an achievement in itself. But we'll have to just go and wait to see how he performs on that particular day.
And has your son participated in previous tournaments as big as this?
No, this is the biggest tournament he's ever played in. Obviously, he's played in other smaller tournaments, but this is the biggest one. Obviously, because Tiger Woods has played in the same tournament when he was young as well, and this tournament's been around since 1968, and it's very prestigious. And there's thousands of children from other countries that participate in it only by selection.
How long does the actual tournament go on for as well?
It's a 3-day tournament, and before we start the tournament, we have to do a registration, and then after that, the tournament will begin. And then, obviously, the more it progresses, the days will continue from there on. So it's about a 3-day tournament.
11-year-old Herschel explained to me how his passion and inspirations for golf started and how he has prepared for the championships whilst balancing his schoolwork.
Well, I started when I was 3 years old. My dad bought me a plastic set at Christmas, and then I just gradually started playing on these courses and just got interested.
Okay, brilliant. Who's your favourite golfer and why?
My favourite golfer is Tiger Woods, and because he's won loads of competitions, and plus I'll be playing at the same golf course as when he was young. He won there a couple of times.
You're hoping to follow in his footsteps?
Yeah, I hope so.
How have you prepared for the Junior Golf Championships then so far?
Well, I've been practicing 3 times a week, and I've been taking a bit of time off from school and just practicing.
Herschel flies out to San Diego this Thursday to attend the championships. We wish him the best of luck and hope it all works out well for him. This is Reena Chauhan reporting for Leicestershire in Focus.
What is the Leicester Regeneration event all about, and why is it taking place?
Well, there's an awful lot going on in the city at the moment. People are seeing cranes everywhere, streets being dug up, steel frames of buildings going up. So the idea of today is to explain the total picture of what's happening in the city centre and what's going to happen in the future.
What is the key role of the Leicester Regeneration Company?
Well, we're a partnership between various public sector bodies in the city and in the region and nationally, and local partners from the private sector and elsewhere. So our job is to produce an overall plan for central Leicester and then use the resources of those partners to actually make it happen. We've been at it for about 4 years now, and we're getting to the stage now where things are actually taking off big time. Cranes everywhere and lots of work going on.
And so by holding this event, what do you aim to get out of it?
I think while there's a lot happening, I think people in Leicester generally haven't seen the big picture of what it's all about, what's proposed, what's going to come out of it for them. So the idea of today, through the event here, through the bus trips we're running, is to give people a chance to see that big picture.
What are the bus tours all about?
Well, it's okay for people to come here and see the theory in terms of the exhibition. Bus tours means that people, members of the general public, can get a view of what's actually going on by seeing it at first hand. So taking them around all the key sites where things are either already happening or are about to happen.
What is the company exactly planning to do to Leicester then?
Well, there's an awful lot. We've got a number of big projects. The key thing is getting new jobs into the city. So behind where we are now, there's the steel frame of 100,000 square feet of new offices gone up. That'll bring in about 1,000 jobs. The sites are cleared for a science park at Abbey Meadows. That'll bring in about another 1,200 jobs. So the idea is to produce a different range of jobs, higher paid jobs, and then to produce good quality new housing and particularly shopping in the city centre through Shires West, the High Cross Quarter, and the paving of the streets and so on to increase the quality of life in the city as well as its economic prosperity.
And how are these changes going to benefit the city and society?
Well, fundamentally it's about raising the level of incomes in the city, by introducing new sectors of work which haven't been here before much, like offices and science and technology, to improve the quality of life through retailing, and lots of new retail jobs as well, of course, in the High Cross, so the extended shires, about 2,500 new jobs. So all in all, it's about new opportunities, new incomes, and then all the facilities that go with that.
And could you give us an insight as to what people will have to look out for and look forward to in the near future?
Well, we'll see the completion of the work on the Charles Street Police Station building, Colton Square, and the filling of that with new desks and new jobs. We'll see development on the Science Park, continued development, of course, of the High Cross Quarter with the big John Lewis store and all the other new shops, and the cinema opening in 2008. Housing development on the water side, which is a very important ingredient of what we're trying to do. So it's all taking off now.
Rob, West Brom on Saturday, how are you feeling? Confident?
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's a good game for us, you know. It's a good marker for everyone, and it's an exciting challenge.
You got a full fit squad or any injury worries?
Pretty close. We've got 1 or 2 hangovers from the 6 games in 21 days, so we've just got 1 or 2 slight niggles, but generally we're fairly healthy.
Okay. And you managed to retain Richard Stearman this week. Any comment on that?
Not really, no. I think it's all been said. I think it was there was an inquiry from a club and we turned it down, so that's smashing. You know, it shows that we want to keep our best players, whether they're young or senior. So no, I think it's been dealt with really.
And it's been a reasonably good start to the season. Do you think it will go downhill, or are you hoping it will only go up?
Well, I'm hoping we keep going. You know, and I don't want us to lose games really, but the first 2 games were difficult for us, and we know ourselves we didn't play to the standard we could, but you know, we're slowly starting to turn it round. I've said it before, we're an emerging squad and club again. We're doing it a different way. The fact that the club and the board showed their ambition in not taking money for Richard Stearman, and we're trying to build something, so we're trying to move the thing forward really, just doing it in a different way. We haven't got money to throw at it, so we're trying to do it in a different way.
The Discovery shuttle is made up of 2.5 million pieces. It is the first shuttle that was flown since 2003 after Columbia. The Discovery is the 3rd of the 5th reusable shuttles that NASA have made.